Welcome in. I am the Bearded Viking, and thank you for tuning in to this tutorial video. Whether you are a returning player to Once Human or you are just a beginner and learning the ropes, these tutorial videos are going to help you maximize profit as well as maximize your time. Whether you are choosing to do an acid farm or a grow room or water purification, it is completely up to you and whatever route that you take. I am going to give you some tips and tricks that are going to help you along the way. But again, thanks for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get started. So, one of the other things that we do want to kind of put in there, especially for new players that are coming into Once Human, whether you're a novice, you've been here for months since the game's released, or you're just starting out, when you start an acid farm, you don't want to just put an acid farm anywhere. There's going to be specific areas on the map that have these little floaty things in the air, and that is called polluted and deviation zones. And you'll know that you're in the right area. Big areas that are pollution zones are going to be like over here to the west. West of Central Frontier and Forsaken Monolith. There's a good area over to the left-hand side that's actually close to a fishing spot. That is the Moon Lake Teleportation Tower. So this is a good area. There's going to be areas in which you can tell by walking through it whether it's going to be a regular area or if it's a pollution zone. But if you're looking for a good acid spot, an acid farm spot, I would like to point out this is by far one of the best areas that we have found to do it. But it's not the only area in the game. So you can do the acid farming in here. There's a couple other areas in the game that you can do. You can go into Blackfell oil fields. Whenever you walk through this area, there's going to have the pollution and the stardust decay that's in the air. You're going to be able to see the floaty things. But any area that has a polluted area, stardust decay in the air is where you're going to be able to farm acid. And it's not just anywhere that you're able to farm acid, it's these areas in particular. Now, if you want to get a healthy mix of polluted water, which is going to produce your impure acid, as well as purified water, you're going to want to find a good spot on this island right here where I'm located. And this area is going to give you a little bit of both. You'll have water, which you'll be able to pump water from if you're on the edge. So first and foremost, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a nice room that you can start your side project. Now, depending on your job, whether you are doing an acid farm or whether you're doing a grow room, your size of your room really depends on what you are wanting to accomplish. Now, for this experience, for this particular video and tutorial, we are going to go ahead and walk you through the steps on how to make an acid room and how to do it effectively and how to maximize the profitability. So, typically, what will happen is you have to go to your mimetic screen first to figure out what phase that you are on. Because typically when you are in your mimetic screen or your mimetic cradle, you start out with awakening and view details, empowerment, and typically ascendance. You really don't get into 4 and 5 until later on, or at least until phase 2 when things start to open up a little bit more, possibly even phase 3. So depending on where you are, you really want to pay attention to the mimetic cradles as well as your energy. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up your mimetic cradle, and you are going to go to logistics. Logistics is going to be where you're going to find your solar power. It's also going to be where you're going to find your power. Um, so first and foremost, you're going to want to start with solar power generators. When you click on that, it's going to show you, hey, you can do small solar power generator, but you're also going to be able to do your lights, your ground terminals, and your pylons. Your electrical kit is going to be the things like your batteries are going to be what you use in order, batteries and fuses are what you use in order to power everything inside of your base. So, normally, the more generators that you have, the more power that you have, the more water pumps that you're going to be able to put down. So logistics is where you're going to find your power, your electric kit, your power upgrade 1 and your power upgrade 2, which is going to give you the ability for you to go um, to 6 generators. So 6 generators is going to be a power upgrade 2. Unless you get lucky and within the memetics you have your specializations, you'll get a specialization every 5 levels. 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way down to 50. And some of the ones that you're going to look for that are going to give you the ability to have up to 8 generators inside of your base are going to be generator electrical expert. That's going to give you a maximum number of generators, which is +1. And then the other one is going to be hydropower generator. This is also going to give you the ability for you to have a maximum number of generators, which is +1, added on to the 6 that you already have, which will be 8. Now, when and if you get these, you can go through the world chat and trade, whatever the case may be. But I was lucky enough to where I was able to find the memetics by teammates, Hive, and friends, and that. So once you have your memetics that give you the ability for the +2, and then you're also in the correct phase, the logistics is where you're going to find all of your power. Now, along with your acid farm, which is what we are doing today, you're also going to want to go down to osmosis water purifier. What this machine does is it takes your impure acid, which is what you're going to pump from the ground. It's going to take that impure acid, or polluted water, I should say, and it's going to convert that polluted water into impure acid. And then the brewing barrel, you're going to be able to take your impure acid and then turn it into regular acid. Acid you're going to be able to use for weapons and biomass missiles and everything underneath the sun, from tungsten ammo to armor piercing ammo, to making aluminum bars, to make tungsten bars. So, like I said, this video is going to show you the best way for you to kind of maximize everything. Now, the amount of generators that you're able to do are also going to be dependent on how much power that you have too. So let's go ahead and look up top. I don't have generators because we are at the last, we are kind of winding down in our current phase. So for just sake, we're going to go to water and power. You're going to throw down some power. They don't have to be, but for behind this, that's going to be enough. You'll see that each generator has 37 watts of power. So we are going to make a switchable pylon. And then we're also going to circuit all of these generators together. Now, how we do that, we're going to do this. So if you're playing on keyboard and mouse, it'll say attach wire. So you're going to hit X. You're going to daisy chain them basically. Other, on and so forth. That back down here into our, we're going to specialize for this. We're going to throw another pylon down. Attach wire. Now all of these are attached to this, and then this one attached pylon. Now, get started, you'll throw down your water pumps. Water pumps are going to be found in structures. Go to facilities, and you go to production facilities, and it's going to be these water pumps right here. Now notice these water pumps are 10 watts each. They're going to take your ingots, they're going to take carbon fiber plastic or carbon fiber fabric, refined parts, standard parts, and electronic. So you're going to throw down as many of these as possible. But this video, we're going to raise some of them up. Get the gist. We're going to make a bunch. We're going to line them up. And you're going to play around with the wattage to find out how many watts are going to be distributed. So we'll say that we start out with these, right? So now what you're going to do is you are going to back wall. You guys decide to do it. You're going to take your water pump. Okay. Water pump. We'll put a down. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these. On those. Pylon. Those are ran. Connect these together. Kind of what we already did on the other line. Those two pylon 2. Then we're going to take we're going to take the pipes. We're going to run the pipes water pump. Now that you have these water pumps, going to wall pump going to be able to pull all of the water that you into it. Going to make life so much easier. Have them go into ball pump. Pipe limit has. So we ended on that one. This one. Make a those. All the water has to go somewhere. Now we bring up water tank. From our water tank, we're going to have our reverse osmosis machine. Going to be down here. Have two of them. Go. Water is going to go from all those pumps and fill in. And then this tank there. Another storage where all of your impure acid is going to hoses. Pylon turned. So now we are powering everything. So the wiring is a little wonky, but you can see that all the directional flow from these water tanks, water pumps, are hitting these two water tanks right here. These two are then pumping. These now pump. Easiest way for us. Facilities and furniture. I'm going to throw a table down. Pop that up there. All of these are going into these water pumps. Water pumps are pumping this. This is now going those two. Go. The look of the room is a little rough. I mean, obviously the look of the room is going to be rough, but you're going to put your little personal touch on it. You're going to do it how you want to. You always want to make sure that height is going to be in your favor because water can trickle down, water can't get pushed up. So in order for you to have water flow from one direction into another, that's why you have to have your pumps low and then your water tank is high because this is actually pushing water up into your water tank, therefore into your purification units, and then from your purification units into the opposite tank. And as always, if you liked what you've seen and you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe and follow button, turn your notification bell on so that whenever we do go live, you'll be notified when new videos get posted. Have fun, take care, and happy hunting. Until the next video.